Hello, everyone. I want to explore the place between fiction and non-fiction.
He's the same person in every movie.
True.
When he gets up, he ain't even got to comb his head.
No, that's part of his charm.
That is his trademark. When you ain't even got to get up and brush or comb your hair, and you're the same person in every. Because he was in
Superman.
He was in Superman.
Yeah,
and was doing the same thing. Hair was all crazy. Yeah, I'm only seen him in two things, but I'm like, man, this.
I only seen him in two things, but I love that.
But I love what I've seen so far.
He's
I love
my best friend.
Love this guy. Get your tickets for me back at the Broadway Comedy Club for a night of sit-down comedy. That's going to be April 17th, 9 p.m. show. That's Saturday, by the way. You can get your tickets by going to doubletoastedny.com, or you can go to doubletoasted.com and get your tickets over there. So everybody's talking about that one domain, Martin. This is a Marvel Disney Plus TV show. Some people are like, I don't watch TV shows on Disney Plus no more, especially Marvel shows. All the Marvel shows have been sucking for years. But if you listen to the people out there, they're talking about this one's different. And it is, if you listen to the concept. It's about a dude named Simon who is trying to be an actor. That's his dream. He wants to, nothing more than to be, he's already working a little bit, but the man has a habit of not shutting the He's one of those actors that get on the set and is telling people how to write their scripts, telling the other actors how to deliver their lines. And, people hate that. So my man gets fired from almost every job he goes to. I don't even know how he keeps getting jobs. I don't know how they just don't put him on a blacklist or a blacker list. Because he's pretty black himself. But another thing that kind of makes his situation weird is that, well, he has this condition. People in the Marvel Universe call it a superpower. But this is one of those powers where he can't get control of it, and it's just, and instead of helping everybody, it's more destructive than anything.
Destructive, yeah.
Yeah, don't let him up in your house and piss him off.
I know.
If he has to take a shit in your bathroom, say yes.
Yeah, you better hope he had a lot of fiber that day.
And you better hope it's a smooth shit too, because if it's not, you ain't gonna have a bathroom no more. When somebody says, I'll blow up your bathroom, this man literally would do that. But the thing that's kind of helping him out with his career and also mentoring him in how to control this pesky power, because if you have a superpower in the Marvel Universe, you can be a superhero, you can be a celebrity as a superhero, but you can't be an actor, at least not in America, because of new laws that are passed, thanks to some other destructive history with other heroes who worked in the business. But somebody's helping him hide his power, and somebody that's helping him hopefully be a better actor and teaching him how to shut his
Yeah, how to navigate his way through the business.
It's Trevor. Yes, Trevor the terrorist.
Yeah, Trevor Slattery.
Trevor Slattery.
AKA the Mandarin.
Which people will not let him forget. That's what you get. Yeah, that's crazy that Trevor is the one that's coming in, and as Martin says, helping him navigate these spaces to hopefully getting the career of his dreams. But there's other factors out there that might play into derailing this man's dreams. And as I said, everybody's talking about this. I just got back from London. I watched this on the plane. Mm-hmm. I went ahead and got some internet on the plane. It worked enough for me to watch all 8 episodes on Disney Plus. And I know
they put them all out at once.
Yeah, and which was very nice. And everybody's loving this show so far. Martin, he gave this some high praise. Mm-hmm. I also have some thoughts.
Sure. No one said you didn't.
I just ask you to bear with me when you hear what I'm saying.
Do I have a choice?
No, no, you do not. I'm like your Trevor right now. Oh no, people are out there raving and just talking about how awesome this is. If you want to, pun intended, oh, how wonderful this is right here. Like I said, I got I got my own ideas about this. Got my own opinions. But let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer. At least some of it, because we've all seen it already. Look at this trailer for Wonder Man.
Are you gonna use super speed or what?
I'm gonna use my car, Trevor.
Does that mean you do or do not have super speed?
Let's go!
Oh, man, I'll tell you one thing that I do like with this. And let me see if I can find my man right here. Because there's one thing, there's somebody that I really enjoy in this. Let me see if I can find my man here. I should have had this ready.
Hello, everyone. I want to explore the place between fiction and non-fiction.
Man, what's this guy's name?
Oh, I don't know. They
just had his name. Let me find this guy's name because I love this guy. And that guy is my hero, man. Yeah, here he is.
Yeah,
Zlatko Budik. Zlatko Budik. Man, he looks like a Zlatko Budik.
He does.
I love Zlatko. Zlatko's got the easiest job. He's the same person in every movie.
True.
When he gets up, he ain't even got to comb his head.
No, that's part of his charm.
That is his trademark. When you ain't even got to get up and brush or comb your hair, and you're the same person in every. Because he was in
Superman.
He was in Superman.
Yeah,
and was doing the same thing. Hair was all crazy. Yeah, I've only seen him in two things, but I'm like, man, this.
I only seen him in two things, but I love that.
But I love what I've seen so far.
He's
I love
my best friend.
Love this guy. Yeah, that's the guy that's made it. Every job you got, you want to roll with your hair all crazy. Right. You ain't even got to have no range. You just be Zodiac in everything. Zlatko. He's the Gold Bodge Award winner. You know the Gold Bodge Awards?
Gold Bodge? No.
Gold Bodge Awards? No. Yeah. This right up there with Academy.
Yeah. Just under.
Yeah. Third wheel Oscar. But as far as the rest of this show goes, and Martin you gave this a pretty good review. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what'd you say about this?
What I say about it?
Yeah, I didn't see your review. I just saw that you reviewed it, and I heard that you liked it.
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. Once I started it, I couldn't stop watching it because usually I do 3 episodes at a time, but I went through the whole thing. I like that it wasn't very superhero-y, and that it really walks you through the life of an actor. As a matter of fact, this character that Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, that's a long.
I know, brother. You don't want to change that.
You even got to put the second on.
That's how you know he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Because, if that was a Jewish name, he would have changed that shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they say like, could you shorten it? No,
you would have been. You would have been Yabdul or something, but
yeah. Just going by Yahya. But one is that even as Simon Williams, he's playing a character. He's like, even he has like a vocal inflection that's not his own. He's doing something different. Like, yeah, I can be in this movie.
Yeah.
But also, like, his life as his actor is like, man, he so perfectly nails every actor that you and I know. Like every black actor. And I'm talking Justin, Burt, Billy, Julian, even this other guy I met at a party recently. And I was like, all of them have this certain thing. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's some certain personality trait that just runs through all of them.
I can put a finger on it. It's called annoying. I can't stand Simon.
Really?
I can't stand Simon. I've known too many people like Simon. I've known too many actors who are like Simon.
Yeah, he nails it.
Yeah, too many. That is my. That's what I was talking about when I came in. I don't know how many people like Simon, but I can't stand Simon. Every time Simon lost a job because his big ass mouth, I'd be like, good, that's what you get. May teach you to shut up, and it never did. And he's also a dick. He's when things do go well for him, he's so socially, I'm not even saying it's socially awkward. He's so self-centered.
Yeah, actors have to be. I mean, for the ego hits they have to take and get up and keep going, they have to be.
But you ain't got to be shitty to other people, and he knows it. And yeah, I can't.
Who is he shitty to?
Some of the people on the set.
Oh, you mean once he started to make it?
Yeah, and then now he's trying to be friends with everybody for, again, a selfish reason. I can't. I mean, so you see where I'm coming from now. I mean, listen, I know that you love this, but you can understand why I can't stand this guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that I know. Simon, and he's the lead, and I can't stand him. And that's why I love this. That's why.
I knew you said something.
No, man. For a character I can't stand, that's the benefit of this character, man.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of this character is that they nailed these actors, because even God bless his soul, Bert. Even Bert would talk my ass off about acting. I was like, Bert, I just told him one day, I don't care. I said, man, we have a friend named Bert. He died. And Bert, I love Bert.
You couldn't help but love Bert.
Nah, Bert would come over here and he would stay. And we would spend so many days just hanging. It was cool. But then there'd be those car rides. He's talking to me about in my character, and when you think about my, how am I supposed to? What am I reaching for? And I was like, and I was telling him like I was his Trevor. Man, just act. I don't know. But they did nail that.
Yeah,
man. Listen, we'll get to that in a little bit. Why this character works so well at being a self-centered asshole, and why that's important to this show. But man, listen, I had to set up something here because I just don't want to come in running my mouth like everybody else did. Like, oh my God, it's the best thing that Marvel's done. Oh, Marvel's done. Oh, but it is. Yeah. It's the best thing that Marvel's done in a long time.
Yeah.
And it's a superhero show for those people who are sick of superheroes. Mm-hmm. If you want to throw fatigue in there, fine. I don't want to overuse that word, but there's no big action set pieces here. There's no blown up cities, and there's no explosions. It's
a comedic drama.
I was just saying, it's a totally character driven dramedy. Mm-hmm. And instead of for something like this, man, like instead of doing things like going into big superhero action set pieces. Are stories where they're going up they're going up against or fighting the big super villain of the year or the week or whatever. What are their big scenes here? Their big scenes are Trevor and Simon looking for a place to read lines and record an audition tape, mm-hmm. which they do make very funny.
Yeah,
but those are the highlights. Everyday mundane things are the hectic schedules of an aspiring actor.
Yeah. And it takes you through it. You don't get a lot of things that show you what it's like the day to day.
Yeah.
And everybody just knows the famous actors they see and don't know what it's like, or don't even think about how it is for, actors who haven't made it, who are trying.
And what scenes there are with superpowers, they're there to enhance the drama. I think this is the first time that the Marvel has centered on a character. And, they've done this before in small bits. Even Spider-Man kind of fits into this. But whenever they focus on a character that has a power that they're either trying to get a control of, or they got to kind of keep hidden, they all of a sudden don a mask and they become an alias, vigilante. And they have an alias, and they go out and have a secret identity. And this is the first one where Marvel has really concentrated on a character this much who can't use his powers.
Right. Not allowed to. Has to keep them hidden.
Yeah.
And the only superhero he's trying to be is one on the screen.
Yeah, he's trying to be this fictional superhero that he saw as a kid. Mm-hmm. That when he went to go see this movie as a kid, as a dad. So this is even bigger to get this role for him because it's a dream come true, and also a really big piece of nostalgia for him is spending time with his father. It's a great look at this side of this universe, the Marvel's universe, or this world where superheroes are normal now, and so characters have to some characters who have superpowers, it's so normal that look, their lives are not going to fully revolve around their power. They're going to want to do other things.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, a superpower is going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
As it is for Simon right here.
Especially since he doesn't have control over it.
Yeah. Yeah, this boy would lose his temper, and he's already temperamental.
Uh-huh.
He is the epitome of calm your ass down, man. Because even without the superpower, he still be throwing tantrums and shit.
Right.
Yeah, and
he needs to speak to Bruce Banner.
Or hell, talk. Yeah,
some
exactly.
Tai Chi or some yoga or something.
Exactly. Hell, go talk to Batman.
Because if I can control it, you can control it.
Hell yeah. This is the guy with powers who's actually chasing a very human dream, and the show is about learning to not even talk about your superpower, control your superpower. This is about, man, it's going to sound crazy to tell you to watch this because it's either going to sound like something you're not interested in. It's going to sound dry. It's going to sound pretentious. It's going to sound like some boring shit maybe. But this is all about how to learn to respect acting and not always chase this whole thing of being famous. Because with Simon, his whole thing with trying to chase fame is also part of his flaw.
Yeah.
He has to learn to respect himself. Once he learns how to respect acting and treat acting as something that is not something to go chase fame for or money, which is a big part of it if you can get it. But once he learns, in his case, if he learns how to respect acting, he'll learn how to respect himself.
Well, I think he does respect acting in as much as he's willing to not do another movie, but do a play. And with money, it's more of his family, especially his brother, is on his ass about not making money. Yeah,
but see, that's the problem. He's trying to do this to prove himself to all these people, and and all the acting for on the stage came later because of it. What somebody advised him to do. In the beginning, he's really pressuring himself too hard.
Yeah,
that's why he's always taking notes and telling people to do it because he's overthinking things.
He's overthinking.
Yeah, because he's not confident in himself.
It's a really painful opening scene with him getting fired because when he first starts making suggestions, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty good," but he just doesn't know when to quit.
I couldn't.
It's a slow motion car wreck.
I couldn't watch. It was hard for me to watch that. It was really hard for me to watch that. But that's what makes the rest of I would even say this. The rest of it is even beautiful because. He's learning all this from his new mentor, which is Trevor. And Trevor is, this is a different Trevor than we've seen. Trevor's a great mentor because at first you're thinking, he's learning from the Mandarin?
Yeah.
The drug addict?
The drug addict, right.
The drug addict alcoholic who can't get his life together, who's supposed to be in prison, by the way.
Uh-huh.
But, but that's the thing about it. This is a different Trevor than we've seen. Trevor's made a lot of mistakes, and he's actually trying to pass this knowledge down to Simon.
Yeah. He's sober and trying to stay on the right track.
Yeah. And man, Ben Kingsley and Yahya Abdul Mateen, they are so good together in this. It's there's a part in the movie where they're in the movie theater and there's even some really cool foreshadowing of their relationship because they're showing Midnight Cowboy. If you ever seen Midnight Cowboy, it's some slight parallels to the relationship that these two have.
Well, they weave it in there and you kind of forget about it until the end where it's like, oh yeah, that has kind of been there this whole time.
Yeah. And even the way they kind of meet is they're watching Midnight Cowboy, but they kind of meet each other like they do in Midnight Cowboy. And it's just and the moment you actually see them together, it's like, okay, I'm hooked, man. If they can keep this up, this kind of chemistry, this kind of back and forth, I'm in for every episode.
Not too many people remember that old gem, including me. How was I?
Stole the episode. And I should know, I'm also an actor.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw you in that movie. So he sounds like Julian Green.
You did Shakespeare. I'm surprised you get your black ass away from me. Man, I'm gonna tell you, they're using Trevor. The more they use Trevor, the more they got this great character on their hands. This is from Iron Man 3, and he was a very divisive character.
Oh yeah.
people didn't like the fact that they used him as a way to trick people into thinking that he was the Mandarin. Everybody wanted the real Mandarin. Who's this guy right here? And this is for a joke? Whatever, man. Get out of here with that bullshit. But they've been very creative and smart about how they use Trevor. There's only one time that I thought that Trevor was wasted, and because he had his own short, and then he became something of a cult figure, a cult hero for people who love Marvel. And then everybody saw him in Shang-Chi, and everybody's like, oh shit, now he's really gonna get to shine. And then he was just reduced to hanging out with this damn CG animal over here, this damn Pokemon. Yeah,
that was the problem, because Shang-Chi was very promising when it started.
Mm-hmm.
And then it hits a point a little bit before the halfway mark where it got kind of turned into Marvel slop.
Yeah.
But now with this show, the showrunner is the same director from Shang-Chi. And this time it's like they must have just said, hey man, we're gonna trust you to do what you do.
Yeah,
we're not stepping in.
Yeah, because listen, they don't even refer to that.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's on an island with a furry Pokemon. He don't talk about that at all.
Right.
He mentions nothing about that. We don't refer to that. We don't know what happened with that after we left him there.
I mean, he was on drugs during that time, so he might not even remember.
Shit, that might not even been real. Shang-Chi might even been real. That might have been a figment of his imagination. But here they've fleshed Trevor out so much more. And he's finally more than just comedy relief, which is, again, a great thing about this show. He has more depth. He has more feelings. His flaws were a joke before.
Mm-hmm.
And now here they have meaning. You know, there's something where his flaws are things that he's learned from. And he's hoping to pass this down and keep somebody else from making the same mistake. And he sees promise in Simon. Also, there's another thing that he's trying to do with Simon. But, I'll let you see the show for that.
But, it's like... He's at a point now where when people are, talking about like, oh man, remember you used to do this, or weren't you the Mandarin?
Yeah.
You kind of feel bad. Is that like, man, why don't y'all leave him alone? He's moved past that.
He's clean.
Yeah.
He's off drugs. He don't drink anymore.
Uh-huh.
He's eating healthy with HelloFresh.
Kind of teed that up for you.
Yeah, you did, man.
Yeah.
Listen, you act like you don't get any benefit from this too, man. You do. You let me tell you about our sponsor right now, which is HelloFresh. I'm sure if you were a Trevor who's dropped all your bad habits and you want to live your life clean, you probably want to sign up for HelloFresh right here. The reason why is because HelloFresh. Where you go? Hey! I'm talking about HelloFresh. Look at this right here. That's why he eats so nasty. But you out there, you can listen to me and learn a little something about HelloFresh right here. HelloFresh is great because you get back into the joy of cooking. If you don't like to cook, HelloFresh, well, it brings that joy right back to you, or it makes cooking something that's great for you. You haven't been doing it before. The reason why is because they deliver these ingredients fresh to your door. And I think they have the recipe, you pull it out and you make the meal, and you could choose from 100 recipes every week, including cuisines from all around the world. And you got some big people in your life. They got bigger portions to feed those people. Also, you can choose from 35 high protein recipes each week, and you'll feel great with wholesome ingredients like sustainably sourced seafood and 100% antibiotic and hormone-free chicken out there. You'll be able to impress your guests when you're cooking things like grass-fed ribeye steaks. So I knew you come back. You came back just at the right time.
Wow, you said grass-fed ribeye steaks. That's my trigger word.
Yeah, man. And you know what? You get to cook it yourself and impress all your friends when they come to the house. I keep telling you, man, you guys out there, you got some dates coming over. Make a little HelloFresh. Just put them bags away, don't let them see. But they'll be thinking, oh my God, you're a chef. If you go to HelloFresh.com/doubletoasted, 10 FM, you get 10 free meals plus a free zwilling knife. That's what the professionals use out there.
Is that right?
That's right. And that's $144.99. Let's just say $150 value right there.
$145. I gotta put that 99 on it.
$144.99 value, and you get that on your third box. The offer is valid while supplies last. Free meals are applied as discount on your first box, new subscribers only, and it varies by plan. I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring this portion of the show. I want to thank all of you out there for your support. I'll talk back to this one domain over here. So there are a lot of laughs in this show. You know, it's there's probably only a couple of episodes that get real goofy in the vein of Ant-Man, you know, and also, regardless of what you see in the trailer right here, you know, you don't have Simon, who's a borderline idiot, like they tried to make Thor later on. Thor was turning into Homer Simpson after a while. But you know, you do get some goofy parts. It is a comedy as well as a drama. There's a lot of funny parts in here, but there's the emotional parts in here that I handled with. Oh, shut up! Quiet, you. There's a lot of emotional parts in here that I handled with the right balance of drama. I think, you know, and it goes back to me saying, you know, I can't stand Simon. That's what I mentioned earlier. I think he's a dick, to be honest with you. Every annoying actor that we hate, or if there's a part of an actor out there that we hate, Simon has it. But I think they do a good job with that, because that's part of what this character is, his growth.
Yeah.
You know, he's his own worst enemy. He's not particularly a good guy. He's bad at, we even talked about that. He's bad at relationships. He's bad at even his trying to get work for what he loves to do. And that's what makes him and Trevor's relationship so great. Trevor, this guy who used to be worse than Simon, is coming in and teaching Simon how to be a better person. Yeah. Through the mistakes that he made. I love that.
And a better actor.
And a better actor. You can't tell how many times Simon just looks at him and he can't even say anything. He's just like, this idiot over here. But it's also really, man, it's
well, he doesn't really care about him.
No, it melts your heart, because you see how Simon, in a lot of parts in this show, where Simon, he's so seasoned at this that he's such a charming guy too. He's so.
You mean Trevor?
I mean, I'm Trevor. No, hell no, that's Simon. No, Trevor. Trevor's so seasoned at this, and now he's a charming guy. Even when people say, didn't you used to be a terrorist? He goes into a room and people just love him. And you know, he's you know, there are moments where he's learned so much from being the kind of person that he was, that even when he sees Trevor like Simon messing up, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of looks out the corner of his eye and he just waits for the right moment to come in and save save Simon from himself.
Right. Just it's like, okay, economy of words. If I just say the right thing at the right time, I can veer him away from this path of destruction.
Yeah. And y'all gonna love Trevor in this, man. Trevor was almost, they didn't say it in so many words, they didn't even really show it, but Trevor could have hooked up with his mama, Simon's mama.
I know.
Trevor went to Simon's mama's house, and boy, you can see them panties start to drop. Even the brother like, what you doing in my mama's house? Trevor's so charming in this, man. And I couldn't wait to see him. I'm so glad this is a character that I was in that group of people that didn't like Trevor when I first saw him. And now I love Trevor. He's one of my favorite people in the Marvel Universe.
Sure. And there's a great episode with another actor, familiar actor they bring in. It's a surprise episode, but that whole scene, all of that, I was like, man, this is some of the best TV I've seen in a long time.
So there's an origin story in almost every superhero story. And they have an origin story here. And I'm not going to tell you at all what it is.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that.
Oh, you weren't? Because I love that episode.
Oh, no, that episode was great.
There's an origin story here that even because of the nature of this TV show, that's even original, how they do it. It's not an origin story like you think, girl, you all right?
Why don't you go all the way over there?
She was trying to be polite. No, the origin story they have here is not even what you think it is when I mention an origin story, because you think it's so character centered, and it is, but it's actually an origin story for the bigger part of this world, not so much of a single person. You know, as I said, you know, one episode probably got too silly for me. But the other episodes are so good, man. You know, they're either doing these great character moments, or they're doing something different. Like I said with that origin story. And you know, and another thing is that every episode is around 30 minutes long.
Oh yeah. Some are 23.
Yeah. This is perfect for the Disney Plus TV format right here. You know, they're doing things. This is what they should be doing with TV. They should be taking chances with stuff like this. You know, they've already kind of done it with Daredevil, where that was mature. They did it with Echo, where they played around with, you know, doing things more mature. This is mature in its own different ways. Not mature in the sense that there's nudity, blood, gore, and violence. This is mature in that this is just, and families can enjoy this. Don't get me wrong, it's a family show, but it's just very mature, character-driven storytelling.
Yeah, especially with what they're doing. It's more sophisticated. Yeah, this like Werewolf by Night, it's a Marvel spotlight.
Yeah, the Marvel spotlights are great.
Yeah, and they should maybe just do those.
Yeah, maybe they should, man. You know, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Because it makes it
kind of an event.
It does. It does. They've been doing too many TV shows, and that's what's a great. That's why this is a great relief right here, because it's self-contained. They're not teasing the next movie. They're not trying to connect to anything. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't go watching episode 8 and sticking around to the final credits thinking you're gonna see a stinger. You're not. All right, it's not happening. And for those of you who want to see the traditional superhero show or movie, you're gonna be disappointed by this. But I think that more people appreciate it because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, the powers just come in just at little points in here to just drive the story. You know, I mean, it's set in the Marvel universe, but I love what they're doing. Also, some great editing in this, man. If you watch it or if you've seen it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about when I say Shaka Khan.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember what they did with the song?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing with that?
Mr. Toasty.
Yeah, come here, give me that. How do you even get that? How do you find these things?
Where was it?
I don't know.
Because she went up.
I think she jumps on the chair. I have this on a chair. How you keep finding this little self-destructive?
Oh, she's got secret powers. She doesn't let you know.
She's like Simon, man.
Yeah, right.
Do you got powers? I don't know.
She probably has telekinesis. But you're not looking.
Yeah, she probably not looking like. Also, yeah, if you watch, you know what I'm talking about, the Shaka Khan part. There's a part they do some editing with that song "I Feel for You," and I laughed so hard when they did that. You'll know it when you see it, unless you've already seen the show. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And one last thing I want to say here is that I think that I have a lot of appreciation for this show not being so, and some people take this the wrong way, and I don't mean this in the wrong way. They don't feel the need to cater to blackness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They acknowledge it. His family's Haitian.
Yeah.
And they spend a lot of time talking about them being Haitian and proudly do it. But, it's not a show where they're playing, it's not a big hip hop soundtrack. In fact, I don't think there's any hip hop really on here at all.
I don't remember any. Yeah.
A lot of it is older pop music. And I like that. I like that they didn't feel the need to make this, a black show. Although I'm very happy that they had a black lead right here. I think that, and like I said, I don't know how to put it in where people are not going to take that wrong. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, they when he was, like, for example, when he was walking, they went, they ain't put no funky hip hop music on there or anything. I love the dance remix of Summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say how it's worked into the movie, but I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
I laughed and I listened
when that particular actor showed up, I was like, oh no, not you. But everything they did with it was pretty good.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just there was an actor we were just talking about. I was like, if I will see you for the next 5 months, but I was like, wow, they did a gregreat scene with this actor that came in. But yeah, man. Anyway, I don't know what the character was like before. I don't know if you can because he was a white dude before, and apparently he was not an actor, right?
He actually was an actor. He
was.
Yeah. Well, I
don't know anything about this character. That's why I'm asking you.
He eventually became an actor. He was he was given these superpowers, and he was killed in the first issue he died in, and they used his brain pattern to make the Vision.
Okay.
And then he was brought back to life. But when he came back to life, he's got his new life going, but he's also attracted to the Scarlet Witch, and she was attracted to him. So it was always that like this triangle thing going on.
See, that's what I'm afraid is going to happen with this show.
They've done too much to go to any of that.
Okay, I hope
there's no way to do any of that now.
Because I don't know what I would want for a season 2 if they did it, because after this point, it runs the risk of turning into a superhero show. And losing what was special with this. Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to continue it or not. I'm happy with the season that we have right here.
I figure at most it'll be, Wonder Man will return in Avengers Doomsday.
We want to see his ass next. But yeah, I don't know, man. I would give this very much a full price, very strong full price. I like this a lot. Mm-hmm. I couldn't wait to watch the next episode.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So what did you give it?
Full price.
Okay. Well, there you go.
See, I knew you were going to disagree with me.
Yeah, I had to put that strong full price. Full price. Well, I give it a strong full price. How about that, asshole? Yeah, I'll show this guy. Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon, where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.